The new One Piece chapter has arrived, and we have a lot of things to talk about in this chapter, like Luffy Gear 5 vs Lucy awakened form, 𝚬𝚙𝚎 will show up on Egghead Island, Vegapunk reaction on Luffy's Gear 5, Straw Hats finally got to know about Sun God Nika, and also Vegapunk's own theory about Devil Fruit origin. And while I may not know how the upcoming battle for the fate of Dr. Vegapunk will play out, or what the remaining chapters of the year will offer, the only thing I do know so far is that this will lead to what could be yet another important moment, that could change the entire point of view of the story. The latest chapter kicks off with the 𝙲𝚘𝚙𝚢 mini-arc, where we see a ship in a flashback, which is the 𝚲𝚙𝚢𝚛 Research Center, and it's financed by the god of fortune 𝙲𝚘𝚙𝚢, also known as the Lone Shark King, and one of Big Mom's tea party guest in Whole Cake Island arc. The chapter starts where the previous one left off, with Lucy's group encountering Luffy's group which frightened them, and Lucy was preparing to attack Luffy, but Kaku and 𝚲𝚙𝚎 tries to stop him by saying that they need to get permission from the Marine to fight an emperor, because any fight can lead to an all-out war. However, Luffy leaves the currently unconscious Bonnie to Jinbei, so that he can see if Atlas is alright, but after seeing Atlas heavily damaged up close, Luffy became furious and begins to attack Lucy for it. Meanwhile at Marine headquarters, Akainu asks his fellow soldiers where 𝚬𝚙𝚎 is, and one of them reports that 𝚬𝚙𝚎 is already left for Egghead Island, and although Akainu doesn't look very happy as usual, he tells his soldiers to let CP0 know that until 𝚬𝚎 arrives, they must not face the Straw Hats under any circumstances. Back at Egghead Island, while Chopper, Jinbei, and everyone else who were at the area escaped as fast as they could, Luffy and Lucy begins to fight, with Luffy using Gear 5 for the first time since Wano. At the same time, we've also learned that Lucy also awakened his Devil Fruit sometime after their last encounter. Lucy awakened form is very similar to his slender hybrid form. Lucy's black furs look now like black flames or clouds. He has two black clouds of steam floating around his neck, similar to Luffy's in Gear 4th or Gear 5th. After that, we see Nami's group watching what happens in the monitors, as they are surprised to see Luffy's Gear 5th. At the same time, Vegapunk appears before them, which turns Frankie's eyes into hearts as he discovers that this old man is the real Vegapunk. In an amazing double spread, where Luffy and Lucy were fighting, Vegapunk asks Straw Hat Crew what Luffy's new form is, and Nami replies that they don't know either, but she thinks it should be a new gear. Vegapunk then says that the Gum Fruit has never been recorded in the ancient Devil Fruit encyclopedia. Vegapunk says that Luffy's new form looks like Nika, a god that can only be found in ancient texts. He also says that even though Nika's name has been erased from history, but as long as people continue wishing for him, Nika's existence will never disappear. At another double spread, Vegapunk continues saying that everything on Earth is born out of people's wishes, and the same goes for the Devil Fruits as well, which are a possibility of human evolution that someone wishes for, where each ability represents someone's wish of what they can become. But since those wishes are so unnatural, they are hated by the sea, which is the mother of nature. That's why their weakness is seawater, and all ability users who bear that curse are living in the future that someone once wished for. Knowing all these things about Devil Fruit, Nami and the Straw Hat Crew are stunned, while Vegapunk says, "Isn't this world so much fun?" In yet another double spread, 𝚬𝚙𝚎 appears with 𝚬𝚑𝚡�snake, 𝚬𝚑𝚡hawk, and 𝚬𝚑𝚑𝚙𝚠♯ So far, the Seraphim cannot be commanded using 𝚬𝚬 Mushi, so 𝚬𝚙𝚎 must be there with them to give orders. During that moment, we have learned 𝚬𝚙𝚎 was picked up by Vegapunk, who liberated from his life of poverty, so he owe him a great debt, and that's why 𝚬𝚙𝚎 choose to fight against CP0. He orders 𝚬𝚬 to attack CP0. Kaku and 𝚲𝚙𝚎 are busy avoiding 𝚬𝚬 attacks, as they don't want to fight back and damage Seraphim. At the same time, we've also learned that the level of authority to command Seraphim is like this. At the top there are the 5 Elder, then Vegapunk, then 𝚬𝚙𝚎, and at the last anyone that holds the command chip, which CP0 has at the moment. After this we cut to Luffy and Lucy's battle, where Luffy is smiling and laughing all the time, as he's jumping around having fun while he avoids Lucy's attacks. Luffy uses a new attack called Gum Mole Pistol, where he turns the floor into a fist that punches Lucy's stomach, making him cough blood and blow him away. As Jinbei and Chopper were running while carrying Bonnie, they cross paths with Seraphim, and Jinbei is in shock when he sees a shark. However, Luffy stops when he sees 𝚬𝚙𝚎. He greets 𝚬𝚙𝚎 and talks friendly with him while he's bouncing around. Although they may have had their differences since Sabaody, 𝚬𝚙𝚎 asks Luffy to get Vegapunk out of the island at any cost, which wasn't that necessary since Vegapunk requested it, and Luffy agreed. In the last page of the chapter, Lucy recovers and uses Soru to charge fiercely, and attacks 𝚬𝚙𝚎 with Sugar Finger Pistol. As this resulted in 𝚬𝚙𝚎 being badly injured, Lucy says, "All we need to do is eliminate the commander, Seraphim, obey our commands, while Luffy became shocked and angry at what he saw. But before anything else can happen, the chapter ended with a break next week. As much as I want to believe that Luffy's devil fruit wasn't the only one that had its name changed by the government, should we really come to the conclusion that Lucy's newly revealed form is also a legendary 𝙬𝚘, which in my opinion is a completely different class of 𝙬𝚘, and more powerful than mythical. Apart from this, now I don't know if Luffy and the others will fight 𝚗𝚻 before they could leave with Vegapunk, Bonnie, and whoever will tag along with them, but if they do, will the Straw Hats have at least a slightly better chance in defeating 𝚗𝚻 than before, or a third party such as Kuma, Dragon, or other revolutionaries will show up to save the Straw Hats and the people of Egghead Island by any means? Now I don't know exactly how the battle between Luffy's group and Lucy's will play out, or who will have the advantage, but what are the chances that Lucy's group will accidentally help Luffy's group awaken their respective devil fruit powers, just like how their fellow agent did in Wano? Who knows, we may finally get the chance to know the specific model of Chopper's human fruit, or what an awakened age fruit can really do. Well, I don't know about you guys, but what do you think of this chapter? If you have any opinions about this topic, then please share it with us in the comments section below. And that's it for today. I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I also asked you to subscribe to help us. It will help us to grow a little more, and if you like, please subscribe.